Good, happy Saturday evening, March 14, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Saturday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Saturday evening, so let's begin. First up, officials in Manchester giving updates about coronavirus one day after DHHS officials said the state's 7th patient was at the Manchester DMV several times this month. Also, we can tell you that Manchester public schools are closed starting Monday. Remote learning will begin Tuesday. And here is a look at the full message from Manchester School District. And here is a look at that full message right here. And many other schools in New Hampshire are closed as well next week, all the way until March 30th. COVID-19 coronavirus in New Hampshire, what you need to know. Officials detail symptoms and number of cases. 7 Granite Staters have tested positive for COVID-19 disease, which was first detected in Wuhan City, China. New Hampshire data. Let's take a look at the data of COVID-19 virus. Here's a look. Number of positive COVID-19 tests are 7. CDC has confirmed 2 of them. The number of pending COVID-19 tests, 31. The number of negative COVID-19 tests, 212. And the number of people tested since mid-January, 250. The number of people being monitored, 425. On March 11th, 2020, the World Health Organization declared the COVID-19 outbreak a pandemic. The patients in New Hampshire. Here's a look at patient 1. And now, here is a look at patient 2. Here is a look at patient 3. Here is a look at patient 4. Here is a look at patient 5. Here's a look at patient 6 and patient 7. The Emergency Operations Center now open. The center will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. Symptoms. Officials said symptoms might appear in a few or as 2 days, or as long as 14 days after exposure. Symptoms include fever, cough, and difficult breathing. Prevention, what to do if you are sick. Insurance information, how testing works. And a look at COVID-19 in New Hampshire. More than 400 being monitored for coronavirus in New Hampshire. Number of cases at 7. About 425 people are being monitored for the coronavirus in New Hampshire, officials said Saturday, while the number of cases in the state remains at 7. Officials announced the 7th case later Friday saying it was diagnosed in a woman from Rockingham County who spent significant time at the Division of Motor Vehicle branch at 377 South Willow Street in Manchester. Officials would not say if the woman is a DMV employee. They said they are still investigating how she contracted the virus, and they're investigating how many people she came into contact with. The Department of Public Investigators will reach out to people as they get names and addresses if they think there was an exposure, said Perry Plummer, the Assistant Commissioner of the State Department of Safety. With that being said, we have an obligation to notify anybody that may have been in the DMV during those times. The woman was at the DMV on the following dates and times. Monday, March 2nd from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Tuesday, March 3rd from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Wednesday, March 4th from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Thursday, March 5th from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Tuesday, March 10th from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. State officials said anyone at the DMV during those times who develop coronavirus symptoms should stay at home and immediately contact a healthcare provider. The business around the DMV location are still open during normal hours. There have been 6 other COVID-19 cases in the state, 3 in Grafton County and 3 in Rockingham County. Officials said Saturday that 31 test results were pending, in addition to the 425 people being monitored for symptoms. Governor Chris Sununu on Friday declared a state of emergency, and several school districts in the state have canceled classes for the coming days. Anyone with information about COVID-19 in New Hampshire can visit a special website set up by the state or call 211. Some shelves empty in stores across New Hampshire aimed coronavirus worries. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Fact: not all synthetic motor oils are created the same. Crude oil is crude. Natural gas is pure. So when we reinvented motor oil, we started with natural gas, not crude. It gives you unbeatable engine protection. The proof is in the Pennzoil.
Well, in light of the panic over coronavirus, many of you have noticed a lot of shopping panic. WMUR producer Anna Sabato took this video in Hannaford. She was there at 6 o'clock this morning, Haley.
Yikes, this was at 6 a.m. when the store opened, and many of you have also sent us some pictures on our You Local Facebook page.
This is what Concord looked like early this morning. Apparently people are now resorting to buying baby wipes there.
And in Meredith, the Hannafords had no meat, potatoes, and toilet paper last night.
I need potatoes and carrots. I hope I can find some today.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Governor of Massachusetts, Charlie Baker, launches Command Center for Coronavirus Response in Massachusetts. Governor Charlie Baker has created a COVID-19 response command center in wake of the outbreak of the novel coronavirus in Massachusetts. The command center consists of a team of experts who will focus solely on pushing back against the spread of COVID-19 and responding to the needs of the state's communities and residents. Coronavirus in Maine. What you need to know. One new presumptive case of the coronavirus COVID-19 in Maine was announced Friday morning by the Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention. There are 2 presumptive cases in the state. The new case is a man in his 50s who lives in Cumberland County. The latest headlines. Maine has 2 presumptive cases of coronavirus. 91 Mainers have tested negative for the virus. Maine School District announced closures in response to the coronavirus. Maine Medical Center imposed new visitation restrictions Saturday in effort to safeguard patients and staff. Central Maine Healthcare announced Saturday that it is postponing some elective surgeries and limiting access to its buildings. Necessary surgeons will continue, officials said. Maine legislator to adjourn next week, but not before dealing with any legislation related to the coronavirus. The legislature will consider emergency legislation on Tuesday before adjourning. One of the people presumptive positive for coronavirus works at the City of Portland's Indian Street Clinic. 23 employees and 7 volunteers are coordinated. Wells and Ogunquit school districts cancel classes through March 22nd. Some school districts will be closed Monday to prepare for potential distancing learning. What are the symptoms? Symptoms of coronavirus may include fever, cough, difficult breathing, and sore throat. Symptoms generally appear in 2 to 14 days after exposure. Health officials said most patients experience mild symptoms and can recover at home. However, some patients, partially those with underlying medical conditions, may experience more severe respiratory illnesses. Maine coronavirus testing. The Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention said Friday that there is a new presumptive case in Maine. Maine colleges will start doing remote learning. Coronavirus live update. Trump says he took tests. Travel ban extended to UK and Ireland. The death toll for the US is at least 49. Several hours after President Donald Trump declared the novel coronavirus pandemic a national emergency, the House of Representatives passed a bipartisan aid package to help ease the economic pain of COVID-19. There are at least 2,174 confirmed cases in the U.S. and 49 coronavirus-related deaths, according to data compiled by the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins Hospital and ABC News reporting. Today's biggest developments. Trump says he took the test. U.S. travel ban extended to UK and Ireland. House passed COVID-19 simulation packages. Apple closing all stores outside of China. And U.S. death toll raises to 49. And That does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. They'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and bye, everyone.